Hey guys, we're here for today's Monday motivational tip. So if you were on the call yesterday or watched the replay so far, okay, we talked about basically what is called your way of being. All right, so you're gonna pick three words that you feel like you're resisting in your life. Okay, a lot of us tend to be super hard on ourselves, and we need to have a little bit more confidence in who we really are at the core, and we need to start living that every day and reminding ourselves of that. Okay, so what Ed and I did here, okay, for the way of being exercise, all right, is we wrote down a lot of words here on the board. Again, if you don't see anything on this board that you feel like you need to start living, okay, you can come up with your own word. So from here, I'm actually gonna let Ed take over and tell you about the exercise a little bit more.
All right, good luck. So the reason I'm taking over is so that Sherry can actually start to do the exercise. And what we did was we have a sheet that I'm going to send you in an email with a lot of these words on it. And like Sherry said, if you don't see a word on there that you want to add, these are basically just affirmations. So let's say you resist being beautiful. Well, put it on there.
Or resist seeing yourself as beautiful.
Right, resisting yourself as beautiful, because we all know that you are beautiful.
Yep.
Put it on there. So I actually did this exercise earlier just to practice it, and we have both done this before. We're doing a vanilla version of it. One of our personal growth exercises that we did when we went to the training was pretty intense, where you're blindfolded and someone's yelling in your ear resistance while the other person in your ear is your angel, and they're trying to guide you to the end of the trail to get to your way of being. Very, very powerful. What we're going to do here is we're going to bypass all of that. We don't want to scar you guys for life just yet.
But also, what's important, and what made me just think of something when you were talking about it, is that yes, like we have done this exercise before, but what my words are, I now feel like I embrace them. So it's actually time for me to choose a new way of being, because since then there has been so much growth that has gone on that's no longer my way of being. Like I have different words and different things that I need to start living in every day. So this is actually a perfect exercise for me as well.
So we're going to do it. She's going to start doing it. And what she's going to do is on the left and on the right, if you want to start, Sherry, go ahead. On the left and on the right are the actual affirmations. Okay. So what you have here are words like powerful, courageous, successful, creative, bold, boundless. What we want you to do is we want you to find 10 words that you feel you're resistant to, that you want to embrace. And then of those 10 words, you're then going to pick 3 that you feel really resonate with you, that you want to become your mantra. Because you could just sit here all day and say, I am a beautiful, brave, and empathetic, no. You want just 3 words that really encompass who you want to be, and who you aspire to be, and who you're resisting being. Getting on the Zoom call last night, and then I believe it was Maddie having struggles with that and talking about it, led us to, we actually got inspired, and I loved when Sherry was talking about that. When she started saying that, I'm like, oh my God, we did that whole exercise. We should do that with them. I think that would be so beneficial for you guys. And it is weird. It's a little strange. Literally, the trainers at this event actually told us when we got home to like jump up and down in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
I am a bold, exciting, something leader. So, but these are ways to pattern disrupt,
right,
to change the habits,
right,
to create new habits, to believe in yourself and who this person is that you're creating right here. So it's a really simple exercise that, like, for the 5 or so minutes that we're going to be on, that's how long it's going to take. And then it's going to take you being consistent every day in doing this to create that new habit, to create the belief that you are that bold, courageous, successful mother. You know, for me I believe it was an empathetic, faithful, I don't remember the third word right now, but a healer and a mentor. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a mentor. So that's something that's been coming up for me lately and heavy on my heart, that I need to start becoming more of a mentor in the community. And I know that it's people have been reaching out in that capacity, and I've resisted it because I've always been the one that's been mentored. I mean, until a couple of years ago when we started this journey, I didn't even know what a mentor and a coach was or what accountability was. I just was a selfish person doing everything on my own, thinking I had to do it all myself, and I thought I had all the answers. Well, we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
And it starts with stuff like this. So, Shari has now picked
a bunch of words.
A bunch of words that she's going to narrow down what she believes should be her mantra on a daily basis. Part of this, and a quick tip and trick for it, and this is words that I came up with based on some other stuff that we did, like what's your story, what's your why, what's your purpose. So ask yourself, what's your identity, what's your purpose, and what's your impact. You know, we all want to create a legacy, right? It doesn't have to be Tony Robbins or Warren Buffett kind of legacy. I mean, please aspire for that if you want.
100%.
But what's the legacy you want to leave for your family? So what is the person you want to aspire to become that's going to support your family? And, you know, when you leave this world, what are they going to say about you? What are the things they're going to say about you that will create that legacy where, like, 30 years from now, Shari and I were talking about it, like when they say, like, oh man, Shari, 30 years ago, that trainer and she set me up for this whole thing with the mindset, and she saved my life, right? That's something that Shari, like, that's what keeps her going, and she's so passionate about it. And I know for me, for a while, it was a struggle because I post a lot of stuff on Facebook. I know you guys see that. And I learned how to do it in a humble way, because somebody asked me, why don't you do it anymore? And I'm like, well, because I felt like it was about me and it was too much and people were complaining. And they're like, no, you really inspired me. And I realized that there's something in that if you do it the right way and you do it for the right reasons and you do it in humility, that's my third word, by the way, it was humility, humble. So that I want to be that inspiration to other people. So Shari, what do you got for us?
Okay, so few words that I feel like I am not yet fulfilling and living those words to the fullest of my life. So I picked powerful, successful, resilient, divine. I have free, persistent, prosperous, dedicated, and then I have warrior, entrepreneur, student. Oh, I forgot. World changer.
These ones in the middle, that's going to be who you are. These are your affirmations on the left and the right that you're going to narrow down to 3. And then you're going to pick one of these in the middle out of the one she picked. You're going to pick one. That's going to be the person you are. So like I said, I was a humble, faithful, empathetic mentor. So out of all these up here, I came up with mentor. So, you know, if anybody has a question or is confused by that, we'll definitely go through with it. But Shari's going to show you right now how she brought it all together. So,
what do you mean?
How are you going to bring it all together now?
So now what you want to do is you want to pick a total of 3 of these words. Okay, because again, like Ed's saying, you don't want to pick 10 and be like, successful, prosperous, obedient, abundant, but you know, it's something that's like short enough that you really feel like you can resonate with. And then that way, when you, at the end, when you write it on the mirror, all right, you can look yourself in the eye and then say it boldly and, you know, really feel that in the depths of your soul. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to cut these words down. I'm going to pick a total of 3 from either the left or the right, and then I'm going to pick 1 from down the middle. All right. So I think the words that I feel like I really want to see these things for my life in the next, whether it's year or 2 years. So I'm going to go with successful. I'm going to go with, where is it? Obedient. Okay. I'm also going to go with prosperous. And who I am is I want to be a world changer. So my way of being is the successful, obedient, prosperous world changer. That is my way of being.
So I'm going to have her write it here because that's going to be her mantra. So I am Now here comes the really cool part. This is what's really gonna have it sink in. And you can do this with yourself in the mirror, or maybe you could do it with, a loved one. They're gonna think you're crazy, but it works. So now I have Sherry just like look at me and very boldly tell me who she is.
I'm a successful, obedient, prosperous world changer.
What do you guys think? You guys believe that? I think I'm gonna make her do it one more time because I didn't believe it the first time. I know she has a lot more power in there.
I'm a successful, obedient, prosperous world changer.
Yes, you are. Now tell them.
I am a successful, obedient, prosperous world changer.
Awesome. So remember that when you say it, and we want you to post it in the room. Once we start doing this exercise, we'll send the email out today.
Yes.
We want you to say who you are, and then I want everybody to support everybody else in saying,
absolutely.
Yes, you are.
100%, guys. So I know that, these things and sharing these personal things with other people is completely out of most people's comfort zone. Trust me, when Ed and I did this at an event, there were hundreds of people here, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I have to scream this in front of strangers, but I'll tell you what, like, when you start saying these things and like posting it to the world and getting it out into the universe, it is so like self-gratifying, and it actually feels really good. I'm telling you guys, if it wasn't like before, I wouldn't even be doing this on a video for you guys, and it just shows how far I've come in my journey as well, and I want you guys to do the same things for yourself. So I know it's a little uncomfortable, all right, but take a video of yourself screaming your way of being and post it on the Facebook page so that we can all see who you guys are aspiring to be in your life. So get that done, guys. Come on. There we go.
Awesome. Good job.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.